One Voice, a division of Full Cast Audio, presents Guitar Boy. Written by M.J. Auch and performed for you by David Baker.
One. Travis barely got his long legs folded into the front seat and the passenger side door closed before his father slammed the gears into reverse and jolted them all out of the driveway. He glanced into the rearview mirror at his older sister, June. She had baby Lester on her lap, his clean Sunday shirt already streaked with some mud he must have kept hidden in his little fist. Travis knew that June hadn't noticed it, or she would be working on cleaning him up. The day after their mother's accident, Dad had made June drop out of her junior year of high school to take care of Lester, Earlene, and Roy. Now, the whole family was on the way to see Mom for the first time, and Travis had a sour note feeling about it. Travis thought either he or June should have gone first before bringing all the little ones along. They were too young to understand what had happened. Travis looked over his shoulder at Roy, who was nervously running one of Travis's hand-carved cars along the ridge below the car window. Even though Roy was only a second grader, he hadn't cried since Mom's accident. Travis could tell from the way he kept his lips folded under that he was holding his fears and sadness inside.
"Let's sing a song," Earlene said. "We always sing when we're in the car with Mommy."
When Travis didn't respond right away, Earlene's foot hit the back of his seat hard enough to make him lurch forward, an amazingly strong kick for a 4-year-old.
"Okay, Earlene, okay."
Travis launched into the first verse of John Henry to stave off another boot in the rear. He deliberately picked a song that could last long enough for the whole trip to the hospital. Travis knew John Henry by heart, so he went on automatic pilot, and the words continued to spin out of his mouth, no matter what thoughts were running through his head. He stared out the side window, watching telephone poles glide by, their wires dipping, then swooping up in the same rhythm as the music. June joined in with a clear soprano harmony, reminding Travis of Mom singing and playing all the old songs on her guitar. He had to drop out for a couple of bars because he couldn't sing around the lump in his throat. Just as they finished the last verse, the hospital sign came into view, and Dad pulled into the parking lot. He looked over his shoulder. "I want you kids to act normal when you see your mother. Hear?" Travis thought normal was a strange word to describe his family, but he nodded. Checking the rearview mirror again, Travis saw June fish a tissue out of her pocket and wipe some snot off Lester's upper lip and chin. It was hard to make that kid look presentable, but she did her best.
"Mom's okay, though, isn't she, Dad?" June asked. "You said she didn't have any broken bones."
"That's right. Not one broken bone," Dad said. "Only a bump on her head." "How bad a bump?" Travis asked. Dad had been pretty vague about that. Why would they keep somebody in a hospital for 2 weeks because of a bump on the head? Travis hadn't pressed Dad for more information, but now that they were down to 0 hour, he wanted to know what they were going to find up in that hospital room. "She's not perfect," Dad said, "but she's coming along. This hospital is the newest and the best. It has more computers than you've ever seen." Dad was busy maneuvering around the parking lot, trying to find a space as close to the entrance as possible. He spotted a lady who was getting into a car just beyond the handicapped spaces. He started his turn signal and waited while she kept talking on her cell phone before starting the car. Dad's thumb drummed against the steering wheel on the off-beat to the blinkers. Not perfect? What did Dad mean by that? Travis bled off a little of his uneasiness by tapping a riff of his own on his knee, then jumped when Dad laid on the horn and yelled, "Okay, lady, get a move on. Other people need to get into the hospital." The lady gave him a dirty look and backed out. Dad...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?